Invest for the future. Anticipate. Innovate. 3 actions materializing our vision. We are FIRCA, the Interprofessional Fund for Agricultural Research and Advice, established on October 28, 2003. FIRCA is an institution which mandate is to achieve sustainable funding of agriculture-related services, including applied agronomic research, advisory and extension services, training in agricultural professions, supporting agricultural professional organization. FIRCA rose from the will of the state and the actors of the agricultural sector to create a professional instrument in line with national policies with focus on delivering services to producers. It has a dual mission, mobilizing financial resources and achieving sustainable funding for farm service delivery programs. FIRCA is an innovative results-based funding tool at the service of the state and the agricultural value chains. Its approach is targeted on progress in agriculture with the main focus on the concept of service to the producer as a key player. FIRCA has 3 management bodies: the General Assembly, the Board of Directors and the Executive Direction, the latter being structured into 4 technical and fiduciary entities. The Department of Export Crops and Forestry Production, dedicated to export products and forest products. The Department of Coffee, Cocoa and Other Stimulating Crops, dedicated to the binomial crops, forming the backbone of the country's economy, as well as to the regulated emerging stimulating crops. The Department of Annual Crops and Livestock Resources, dedicated to food crops and livestock and fish productions for achieving food security. And the Department of Administration, Finance and Accounting, dedicated to administrative and financial management of the institution. The departments are supported by 7 specialized services, namely 3 stand-alone units: procurement and agreement, internal audits, planning and monitoring evaluation, which carry out activities in support of good governance, and 4 stand-alone technical services: agricultural finance, training and capacity building, gender and environment, communication, dealing with cross-cutting issues to the agricultural value chains. Our actions are rooted on strong principles: co-funding, co-management, co-responsibility, sustainability, accountability, solidarity, subsidiarity, with stringent internal and external controls. We are FIRCA. We have been working since 2004 with 24 agricultural value chains: coffee, cocoa, rubber, oil palm, cotton, cashew, dessert banana, poultry, pineapple, mango, pig, ruminants, fisheries and aquaculture, cola, rice, maize, yam, cassava, plantain, vegetables and soya, non-conventional stock farming, coconut, fruits and flowers, forestry production, aromatic plants. To date, we have 12 dues-paying sectors and 12 non-dues-paying sectors. From 2004 to 2018, we have mobilized about 128 billion CFA from the agricultural sector, which made it possible to finance in all regions of the country. 679 project actions in 5 areas of intervention: applied research, agricultural advisory services, training and capacity building, supporting agricultural professional organizations, and support studies. In addition, since 2011 and on behalf of the Ivorian government, FIRCA has been delivering on the technical and fiduciary coordination of projects funded by the technical and financial partners with resources mobilized from direct contributions and co-finance projects. We have therefore signed agreements in terms of implementation or fiduciary management of the following projects: WAP and CVCV projects, as well as the project preparation for funds for the PSAC and FCSP and WAATP projects funded by the World Bank, ECAFC, PRRC and Pro2M projects funded by the European Union, PAFICA, FETSI SSA, FETSI FCIAD, FETSI CDG and FETSI, support for the agricultural development of developed areas funded by the Debt Reduction Development Contract through the French Development Agency, African Cocoa SPS project funded by the International Cocoa and Coffee Organization, West Africa CLP project, funded by the World Cocoa Foundation, and the PADAC ITA project, funded by the West and Central African Council for Agricultural Research and Development. From 2011 to 2018, we managed more than 172 billion CFA francs in our capacity as technical and/or fiduciary coordination agency for 16 contracted projects. Finally, from 2005 to 2018, the state supports FIRCA through direct and indirect subsidies for an estimated amount of 13 billion CFA francs. Those resources have enabled us to garner many achievements in the areas of generation and extension of more than 75 technologies, professionalization of actors, and capacity building for professional organization, benefiting more than 1 million producers per year and the entire agricultural sector. We are FIRCA. In order to promote the achievements of the various funded programs and projects and to ensure visibility of the corporate actions, all promising communication channels are used in an integrated approach. They include particularly audiovisual, media, digital, publication, public relation, and events. Mobilization and day-to-day management of financial resources amounting to over 15 years has enabled FIRCA to develop unique expertise and design a development model for agricultural funding seen as a typical case in Africa. This know-how is securing traction, so much so that delegations from across many African countries have made the trip to draw inspiration from our model. This is evidenced by the recognition by the Ivorian government as illustrated in the statement of the cabinet meeting on January 30, 2013. Since its establishment in 2003, FIRCA has been promoting applied research, training and technology research, contributing therefore to improving farm productivity and increasing farmers' income. FIRCA is also a typical case in the ECOWAS region, and the government intends to use it as an instrument of sub-regional cooperation. In Côte d'Ivoire, we are the driving force behind sustainable and innovative funding in terms of the development of sustainable and competitive agriculture. We are FIRCA. And we are you. Invest for the future. Anticipate. Innovate.